Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me to this morning's webinar. To begin with, the Australian dollar is attempting to break down. Now, over the last 4 days, the market has failed towards the 81 cent region and still seems to be find bargain hunters around the low 80 cent region. Yesterday was the release of the CPI, which rose by a smaller than expected 0.65 over December quarter and 1.9 over the year. It is therefore that the RBA will provide next week an outlook to the economic trends in a statement accompanying the board's meeting this coming Tuesday, along with the statement on monetary policy following Friday. The bottom line is that the CPI number has actually probably slightly eased the outlook for a rate hike, but nevertheless, I still feel this could all change very, very quickly. Therefore, may see potentially, my view is that the April might see a coming rise. In the interim, though, the market is trading at the moment around 80.60 and still would expect to see weakness towards 80.35, with the uptrend holding at 79.90. Any advances should still fall either towards 80.90 with the cap at 81.55. Well, the euro pretty much didn't trade in any direction overnight, surprisingly, with the FOMC statement. The Federal Open Market Committee this morning said that conditions indicate that the overnight fund rate should remain anchored around 1.25 to 1.5%. Inflation on a 12-month basis is expected to move up this year and stabilise around the committee's 2.5 objective over the medium term. The statement did also say that they are looking for further rate hikes, which one penciled in now for March. It is also that Janet Yellen's, this is to be a final meeting with the Fed as she departs with Jerome Powell to now replace her. Looking ahead, the euros looks still capped around 124.70 after rejecting there last night. It is viewed, and I'm still holding the view, the fact that the market breaking down. Therefore, I'm looking towards 123.20 as the initial objective. A break of there would confirm the shooting star and open the way towards 122.65.75. Well, to its merit, dollar yen is staging further momentum, but still contain around the 109.20.45 level. We're just breaking through the level of 20, so this gives further scope up towards 45 to maybe 109.80.85. With any pullback now finding base around 108.80 and firmer at 108.25. Well, the pound is still very persistent and still looks like it wants to challenge towards the recent highs of 143. Although, if you look at the technical implications, the market is still slowly declining, especially from the RSI point. On the day, I find challenge now seen around 142.60 as minor and could expect to see further weakness, making that 141.60. It is viewed beneath 141.60 that the market will look down towards 140.45.50. Any advances now looks towards a cap around 35 to 142.80. Well, the gold very erratic overnight, and as you can see, traded in a $15 rough range. Nevertheless, the recovery overnight has still put a slight change on the market and may see a test up to 48 first, but not likely to sustain. Overall, while this pattern holds, we could see a fallback towards 40 and to the lows that came in around 33 yesterday eventually. To round off, I am expecting to see the recovery of oil to fail. Overall, from a technical point, we should see another down test towards 63.5, which was respected. A break beneath there would give further scope to the downside and bring in a target at this point at $62.60 as an objective. So that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the day that's ahead.